All right. So our next question is, what is your worst sex story?
Okay. So, there was a girl who I went. So I had worked with her at one point, and she was like really like into me or whatever. And she like made it a point at work to show me like videos and pictures of like things she would order from this certain website that, you know, not safe for work stuff.
Oh.
And even like her own like usage of said stuff.
Oh.
Me being a little 16-year-old boy, I was like, man, like I'm here for this.
How old was she?
If I was 16, she was 16.
Okay.
So, yeah, honestly, looking back at it, a lot of red flags there, now that I think about it. But anyways, she showed me all that stuff. So then I went to pick her up one day from, I think it was Marshall's.
Cute.
Like, well, she was like, well, do you have a place to, like, you know, do the do? I said, well, can't do it at my house. My parents are home. Couldn't do it at her place because her little brother was home and her grandparents were home. So I was like, well, let's go to the woods.
Oh, perfect.
So we go to the woods.
Right. The only other option.
So we go to the woods in my big old Suburban. And she was like, okay, like, you know, like, because she talked a big game. Again, I was 16. I had, you know, experienced things, but, you know. So she was like, all right, hop to the back. I'm like, cool, whatever. She looks up, and she's like, oh, shit. And I'm like, what? And she's like, there's a cop car. I was like, oh. Okay.
No.
So
in the middle of the woods?
Yeah. So I was like, how do I play this? So I like thought quick, and I know this cop did not believe a single thing I said, but I got out and I started to walk towards the cop car. He was like, "You're best to get back in that car."
Yes.
You're right.
You're absolutely right, sir.
You're absolutely. I don't know why I don't know what my thought process was, because I definitely like. Thankfully, he was a good cop, and did not put me on a t-shirt, because I'd have understood at that point. I would have understood.
Shout out to that cop.
Really, because Officer Rivera, I remember this.
Okay, name dropping.
Nah, because he was real. He was real for this. He was real. So what I did not think about was I was not wearing shoes, and I left the condom wrapper beside the truck outside. Did not think about any bit of this. So I was like, yeah, we were just making out, like, and we figured this was a good place to come. And he was like, no pun intended there, I see.
Right.
I said, I don't know what you're talking about. He was like,
what do you mean? We're really passionate about nature.
He was like, I see the used condom and a wrapper next to the car, and you're not wearing shoes, man. This doesn't really look good for you. I said, but she's wearing clothes. I don't know how she put on her clothes that fast. Power to her. Shout out that girl, because couldn't have been me. I guess it did have to be me, but whatever. He was like, man, just go ahead and wrap it up. Just go home. I said, that was funny what you did there. He said, go home. I said,
yes, sir. Have a good day. That is traumatizing.
Was.
To say the least.
Did not have sex for like a good month after that.
That's a good one.
I was a very bad kid.
That's okay. Hey, you're a kid. You don't know. You don't know anything. A teenage boy. What kids?
Having fun.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing that. This next question is, I'm a little scared after that story. But Chaprelle, shout out, asked, what's something you have never told anyone?
When I was younger, I mean, I'm sure I've told some people this, but when I was younger, I had extra lymph nodes under my chin. And, like, when I shave, like, you can kind of make out a scar. But I had extra lymph nodes under my chin, and so I had this flap of, like, skin that hung down, and I used to play with it.
Oh.
It was not healthy.
Cool.
It was not healthy.
You got them, like, surgically removed or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Lydia Bowerman asked, what is your favorite Fast and Furious movie?
4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I've never seen them. I'm sure they're great. I like Vin Diesel. He's cool.
He's okay.
Yeah.
He exists.
Okay, so Lydia also asked, what is a red flag that you would ignore?
That I would ignore?
Ignore.
If you have kids.
Is that a red flag?
Controversial hot take.
Hot take.
I'm 23, and, like, I still have a lot of life to, like, experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's a red flag in my situation because I can barely take care of myself.
Right.
It's not a red flag in general. Like, I mean,
I see what
you have
you mean.
kids, like, that's amazing. Like, I'm happy for you. It's only a red flag for me because...
You're not there yet.
Right. And, like, I don't think that I'd be a great stepdad. I don't think I'd be a great dad right now in general because my dog and I, we box.
Mm. Okay. That's actually... But you would date somebody who has kids.
Yeah. Yeah. Story for another time, but I did kind of date somebody who had kids. A kid.
Okay, stepdad status.
I told her, I was like, I'm not a stepdad. I'm the dad that stepped up. She was like, that's not funny. I said,
oh, you're like,
you're a red flag.
So.
Sorry.
Gosh, I don't know what's a red flag that I would ignore. I've never really had to deal with red and green flags because...
Shout out, Gabe.
Shout out, Gabe. I haven't been in the dating scene since I was 15. So,
holy crap.
Yeah. Weird, right?
Y'all are like locked in.
Soulmates. Yeah. Hopefully. Just kidding. No, just kidding.
Shout out, Gabe.
Shout out, Gabe, question mark? A red flag that I would ignore? Maybe if I had to pick something like one of those, like, gym buffs that's, like, obsessed with the gym more than themselves. If I had to pick anything.
Like a musclehead?
Like a musclehead. I feel like it'd almost be, like, kind of entertaining at some point. Even though, like, that'd be quite toxic, but I don't know.
But I can get behind that.
I could
respect that.
I could let that slide. I could let it slide.
What about you, Kendrix? Would you date a muscle mommy? No?
Fair enough. Okay.
I might. I don't know.
We'll see.
She can pick me up and throw me.
Ooh. Next episode? Okay. Okay, Catherine Ivy, I believe that's correct, asked, what country would you never visit and why?
North Korea.
Okay, why?
Why?
Yeah, that's the question.
I mean, Google it. I feel like on that one, like, Catherine, Google it.
That's fair. We'll put a link in the description to North Korea.
Send a missile strike to my house.
Okay, a little more lighthearted. Do you believe that everyone sees color the same? We're talking like physical color, right? Like, do you think we have the same eyes?
No, I believe that we do see color different because people will look at my car and they're like, oh, that's a beautiful orange. I'm like, it's not orange, it's red.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you sure they're not just colorblind?
Probably, but...
Okay. Okay.
I do genuinely believe that, like, we don't see... Like, I think that we just agree on, like, certain things. Because, we don't hear our voices the same, like, ever.
That's true.
You know, like, the way that Kendrix talks, even though he sounds like a smoker, he hears it, like... Naturally, he may be more self-conscious about it than like he should be, because I hear it as like, oh man, that's a smooth talking bum over there, you know, like. So okay. I think I fundamentally agree with the whole colors thing. Like, I don't believe that we see colors the same.
I think I have to believe that we all see color the same way, except for people who are colorblind, and then like, I don't know, dogs and stuff like that. But because if I didn't, that would be such a mind-boggling like, I could not wrap my head around that. And so I think for my own what's the word,
like peace of mind,
I can't consider that would be insane.
I get that. I think the reason that I feel the way that I feel is because of like people with synesthesia or whatever.
Oh,
like where they like
hear colors or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to those people that have that, because I did know a guy in my psychology class who had it, and he like asked the teacher about it, and I don't really remember what came out of that question, but it put a lot into perspective for me, because like he definitely did not see, because we were all in band together, and so like it dawned on me that like the way that he's hearing like the music that we're playing for concerts is drastically different than how I'm hearing it and imagining it.
Oh.
So I think surely we have to see colors differently to a slight degree. Because like with dogs, I mean, they have, not dogs, but there's some animal in the world that like has more cones or whatever in their eyes, and so they pick up colors that we can't even fathom.
That's trippy. Like, there's like a blur color out there.
Yeah, like, which is insane. Like, not that I condone this, but like the usage of like certain hallucinogenics apparently is supposed to allow you to be able to see like more colors than is on this astral plane of existence. Granted, there's a whole theory about like illicit substances being able to like unlock certain parts of our brain that we're not supposed to be able to like understand anyways. But I mean, that's for conspiracy episode part 2. Anyways, but yeah, I do believe we see colors very differently.
Okay, so speaking of existence, what do you think about aliens?
I think we are part alien.
All of us?
I think so. Because
what
hear
do
me
you
out.
think it means to be an alien?
I think it means to be foreign to whatever degree to this planet or whatever planet. So like obviously we're aliens to like Mars if they have Martians or whatever. But I do think that we are part alien. Here's why. We're the only species on this earth to be able to be like at such an advanced level, technologically, societally, musically, artistically. Like we are too advanced for our own good. And so like, you know, like yes, gorillas can like, you know, walk, talk, or communicate rather, you know. Ants have like their own societal structure and have a system in place for everything, but they still follow like a system that we are well beyond. That's not like the man-made things. It makes sense to call them man-made because they're not of earthly, like they're not by design things that we should be able to do. Like iPhones, you don't see monkeys making iPhones. You know?
That's trippy.
Maybe we arrived on the meteor that killed the dinosaurs.
I don't think about this stuff often, and I have literally like I don't even try, you know, because I feel like it's just impossible. But I think there's something out there other than us because there's so much out there. Like maybe it's just more humans. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's about as far as my brain allows me to go.
I respect that.
Okay, so serious question. If you were a food, what food would you be?
I would be I'd be cheese. And here's why. I feel like if you eat me, what is it, 60% of the world, I'm messing up your day. Because you're lactose
60%?
intolerant. Yeah, for
Wow.
lactose intolerant people. Yeah, I want to mess up your day. I want to ruin your day as much as you just ruined mine by eating me.
That's fair. But then on the other hand, you're like kind of the... I feel like cheese is elite.
It is.
Goat cheese? Stop.
Goat cheese is really good.
Fresh mozzarella? Stop. Like, stop.
I mess with it. I agree.
That's delish.
Have you ever like eaten a mozzarella ball like an apple?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Me neither.
I think I would be like... Can I do a drink or no? No drink.
I think a drink that should count.
I feel like I would be like a glass of wine.
Okay.
Because it's just so like bestie girl, like cute vibes.
Like you age well, like you can
Age
aerate,
well.
you know, like...
It's like somewhat good for your heart, like so
Yeah.
you can call it healthy, right?
Shout out wine.
Shout out wine, but you can also get like
Right?
crazy.
Shout out single moms that are going through it. I'm
Shout
so
out
sorry.
wine moms.
So sorry. Or married moms that are going through it. Sorry.
Shout out me on a Friday night.
Swear.
So, cheese, that's good. Wine and cheese go great together. Period.
You're done, Kendrix.
Kendrix could be like, what do you eat? Wine, cheese, and crackers? Like a little Triscuit?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or, what? What about like pepperonis? Like a little, like a little, like charcuterie food. Maybe that. Kendrix, what would you? Okay. We're like a little dinner party all together. Okay, how do we move on from that question? Carl, what do you least regret doing in life?
Starting this podcast.
Wait, least regret? Okay, good.
Oh, no, I guess because there'd be some regret, huh? No, what do I least regret? Quitting sports, because, like, I'm not really good at basketball, but I'm good at, like, I was really good at baseball. And I wish that I had stuck with it, but I also recognize that had I stuck with it, I'd be a very different person. I probably wouldn't have done well as an adult doing it. Mm-hmm. Not because I can't. Like, I know that I could have. It's just a matter of, like, as an adult, I think what it would have ended up happening was, like, I probably would have gotten tired and, like, been sick of it, you know? Just me personally.
That's fair. I have one. I least regret starting a savings account.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, I guess obvious reasons. Money? I don't know.
Money.
I feel my dad told us to continuously put money in it from a very early age, and that was, that was smart.
Respect.
Thank you. Okay, if you had 24 hours with absolutely no rules, what would you do?
Steal.
Steal what?
Steal. Hellcats. Now hear me out.
Multiple cars.
Multiple.
Okay.
There was a video that went viral, and we're pretty sure it's an inside job. Not we. The society is pretty sure it's an inside job. But there was a video of like this group of dudes who stole like 6 Hellcats in 60 seconds from a dealership, and I would do that. I would for sure steal. Like I wouldn't kill anybody, I wouldn't harm anybody, but I would steal because you can profit from that and then like help other people.
Okay. Robin Hood situation?
Right. Like Dodge isn't gonna miss them. They'll
be fine.
They're good.
They're okay. If you had 24 hours with no rules, what would you do? I guess I would steal too. I always want to have like more clothes, but I'm very cheap when I go to the store. And I'm like, that shirt's $30, but like I could go to the clearance section and get one for $6.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I'd probably go to Old Navy, Target, others, etc. What store would you choose?
What store? Best Buy.
Oh,
Best Buy.
good one. I'd go there too.
I would steal appliances personally, because the older I get, the more excited I get about like a new microwave.
Oh.
I bought a vacuum once, and it was like I was so excited after work to use it.
Vacuums are goated. You know what we got recently?
Amazing.
A sit-down mower.
You got a sit-down mower?
I've never been more excited in my life.
Those are exciting.
Can you imagine the vibes? Just sitting down and mowing the lawn.
Sitting down with a drink, just like in your little like just man. That's so beautiful.
Yeah, we're excited. Co-host Kendrix said Banana Republic. Am I wrong, or is that like old lady store? Is that a different thing? Or H&M? H&M is a good one.
H&M is good.
That's a fire one.
H&M.
Was that a joke, or am I thinking of a different store? He says, oh, I'm not reading that. Okay, so Banana Republic, yes or no?
You're a problem.
Okay.
I don't know what Banana Republic is, truthfully.
Oh. Okay, well, look it up, everybody. Shout out, sponsor us. Okay. If you could change, we're getting close to the end here. If you could change one thing about your past, what would it be and why? Did I already ask this question?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
My financial literacy. Because
Oh.
I think that if I had stuck to saving all the like money that I did save in the past, and I had that money now, I could probably be living in my own house by myself. Like, and I would understand that I don't have to buy everything that makes me feel good in that moment. Like, instant gratification is something that I suffer from very badly.
It's a bitch.
It is. Like, I'm so bad about it. But now that I'm in this phase of my life, I'm better about it just because I have to be. Like, I'm forced to be financially responsible now. But yeah, if I'd have learned that at an earlier age and stuck to certain things, I'd be so much better off for it.
Okay. What is the most dangerous thing that you've ever done?
Walk to the cop. No.
From this first story?
Most dangerous thing I've ever done. Probably, this is really bad, but probably had sex without protection with somebody I didn't know. Like,
I love this reoccurring theme.
I just did not live a great, like, I didn't live a responsible life. But yeah, it's somebody I like didn't know. I didn't know anything about him, and I was just like, oh man, you're hot.
Oh, I mean that's usually how it goes. Hey, you're cute.
My parents are gonna beat me. Like, they're gonna fly from their house and beat me.
What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done? Gosh, I
feel like you're like very responsible.
I'm very responsible. I wouldn't say this is super crazy, but one time we went to go pick up, or our friend was buying a moped from Fayetteville, and we lived in Little Rock at the time, and the dude asked if he could come like that night, and it was like 11 o'clock when he asked that. So we got there at like 2 a.m. and he came out there and gave us the moped. This random person in Fayetteville with a like $400 moped.
He was ready to get rid of that moped.
I guess. And so we just like got in the car with him. We just rode to Fayetteville all night long. So I guess you could say that was the dangerous thing I've ever done. Maybe I'm forgetting.
No, I respect that.
Thank you. It must have been a nice moped. Well, no, it was $400. So who knows? Hopefully it was worth it. Okay, so as usual, you will have a little debate for the guests, right? And so now it is your turn to be the debater.
Yeah.
The debatelicious.
I like that.
Okay.
I want that one.
What is your favorite, or what is the best restaurant?
Fast food or
Fast
sit-down?
food.
Fast food? Popeyes.
Popeyes, number one?
For me, yeah, Popeyes. No. Chipotle.
Why?
I like the idea that I can pretend I'm being healthy. Knowing full and well I'm not. I'm not being healthy because I put a stroke-worthy amount of sour cream on my burritos. But Chipotle is hands down my favorite. Anytime I visit Shelby, Chipotle. I'm like, hey babe, Chipotle?
Chipotle question?
She's like, sure. I mean, sure, man, whatever. I'm like,
See, I love Chipotle. I love their like salad bowl things. But I rarely have the thought, oh, I should go get Chipotle for lunch.
Yeah.
Now, Taco Bell on a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, I'm like, I am hungry. Where should I go to Taco Bell? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then on the other hand, Chick-fil-A's grilled chicken sandwiches,
I've never had their grilled chicken.
I could probably eat those every day of my life. But then again, Popeyes, when I'm feeling crazy, a little 3 chicken tender meal is just...
I envy that.
I get the mashed potatoes with no gravy. Is that a hot take?
That is a very hot take. That's a flaming take.
Well...
I respect it. I don't like mashed potatoes very much.
Okay, that's fine. Also a hot take.
I mean, like, I will eat them, but, like, for Thanksgiving, like, you're typically seeing me with a pound of mac and cheese on my plate. Like, for my first one. It's usually 2 or 3 pounds for the seconds.
Okay, so next debate question. Sorry to go crazy here, but goated Thanksgiving food.
Mac and cheese. But it has to be
like
made correctly.
Like the fancy kind almost.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there was somebody from my past, and I went to their Thanksgiving, and I hated their family's mac and cheese quite a bit. I love their family.
It ruined the relationship.
Among other things.
I would say corn dip all day long.
What is corn dip?
Well, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just us that makes it, but it's like corn and like butter and cream cheese and a lot of cheese that is shredded, and
This sounds fire.
you like mix it up on the stove, then you cook it in the oven, and boom, it's easy. I'll bring it next time.
Yeah, because that sounds kind of
good.
fire. I'm not gonna lie.
It's very good.
We're gonna have a Lessons from the Inside Thanksgiving episode.
Oh, cute. Friendsgiving.
We should have Friendsgiving. That'd be fun. Wasn't I supposed to do that last year? My bad.
Okay. Well, folks, that is it. We're out of questions. Carl, thank you for coming on the show. I guess.
Anytime you want me back, just let me know. Like, I'm here for y'all.
We'll definitely be reaching out to Carl again sometime. I hope you enjoyed all of the drinks, all of the snacks, and all of the refreshments that you had? ? And we will see you next time on the 14 different episodes that we suggested having in today's episode. So.